So have you ever wondered why things seem like it's so hard to obtain in life if it's something worth working for? Like I'm looking at these 3 words, trust the process. I say this to myself all the time. People have said it to me, and I'm talking about I say it to people over and over again, but I don't really think we really grasp the concept of what we're saying when we say that. Like if you're gonna trust the process, that means you're gonna have to trust it when it don't look good, when it don't feel good, like when things don't make sense, and some of this stuff that you like, man, why am I doing this in the first place? I am to a point where I get ready to quit. We're talking about trust the process now. Because see, what happens so often in our lives, when we start something, we expect to see immediate results, and when we don't see the results that we think we should, we quit before we ever get to where we say we want to be. So I'm reminded of this movie on the Karate Kid. This young kid, he's getting bullied at school, and he goes to this guru, this Kung Fu guru, Mr. Hans, and he said, Mr. Hans, I need to learn how to fight. Mr. Hans said, okay, I'll teach you. But the first lesson that this kid is getting is one of the most valuable lessons that he could ever get while learning how to fight, learning how to defend himself. Mr. Hans has him taking a jacket off and on and putting it on a rack. And rightfully so, the kid gets frustrated. Rightfully so, the kid does not see how this is working. So the kid said, Mr. Hans, I am done. I'm going to just get beat up for the rest of my life. This is not working, and you don't know anything about Kung Fu. Mr. Hans calls him back to him. He said, let me show you something. So he was teaching the kid how to block. He was teaching the kid how to really defend himself. But the kid's mind was so clouded because his results wouldn't add up. It didn't look like what he thought it should. He was ready to quit. And that's the same thing that's true in your life as well as my life. We're quitting too early before we get to see the results that we really want to see, because what we're going through doesn't look like what we think it should. I'm just trying to encourage you. Just trust the process. Like there's going to be some things that you're going to have to do in your life that you don't necessarily want to do. But you can't skip it if you're going to be successful. Whether it's at your job, whether it's with school, whatever it is that you're working for that's going to have any significant impact. It's going to be hard, it's going to be messy, but you have to trust the process and say, no matter what I got to go through in order to get to where I want to be, I'm not going to quit until I get there. There's no success without the process. So you have to make it up in your mind when you start something that you're going to trust the process and you're going to finish by any means necessary. Just trust the process.